Okay, hey everybody, it's V, the Pizza Boy. I'm hoping this is working. Um, so today we're going to be playing Maken X. First, I'm going to be. I got to tweet out that I'm starting the stream, and we should be good. Let me know if I'm my volume and everything, please. Okay. Now I'm gonna post this to Twitter. Hello, hi. So for some reason it's not showing up the thumbnail. I don't know why it's doing that. Can I change the thumbnail now? Huh? I just checked. I just got limited monetization for some random reason. The stream hasn't even started. Wonderful. Clicky clicky. Excuse me. I just pin that, and then I'm gonna tweet it in my post it in my Discord. Just a second, guys. Almost ready. We're almost ready. Okay, finally we could start. Okay. I almost closed out of the tab for the stream. that would be horrible. Okay. Testing. Oh, what's going on? Okay, how's the game volume? Is it good? Testing. Okay. Should be good. Let me just check if all my game settings are right. Okay. Let's get started. So, get ready for really long cutscenes. Barely hear it now? Okay.
Is there anything else?
We haven't given it identification yet. Any ideas for a name?
How's the volume now?
Random numbers are fine. It's just artificial intelligence.
It good. Okay.
It still has life like we do. There's really no difference.
Fine. Then why don't we let it decide? We'll let Maken decide.
Okay, here we go with the name. We'll just do Maken. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't see that I deleted the M. About 5 to 10 second chat delay. Huh, that's a shame. I made sure to try to make sure that I just punched my mic a bunch. Okay. I'm finally gonna write this down. Here we go. Now get ready for a really long cutscene just to explain everything.
Not too bad for an artificial brain.
Say it like you mean it.
it kind of like front loads the cutscenes. So the beginning of the game has a lot of cutscenes, and then there's just like none.
There, that's Maken.
Punching electronics makes them work better. That's true, actually.
Has it been awakened yet?
Soon, my dear.
So this game has
I
like
thought the Maken project was strictly
stereo
confidential.
volume. So if you have headphones, you'll notice. So like
Chief
feels like they're
Sagami wants her
whispering
to
in your
see
ears.
Everything. That's why he brought her here.
Is that thing really alive?
Well, we haven't implanted its psi yet. Its form is there, but its mind is empty.
Uh-huh. I know. Well, that's why we're giving it a mind.
A mind? How's that possible?
Maken X ASMR. Exactly.
By temporarily transferring the psi of a human to its artificial brain. After receiving the stimulus, Maken will build up its own world of psi. As a result, Maken will become a mindful entity with its own self.
So there's not a lot that the game tells
You've
you.
been studying, haven't you?
I'd like to work here one day.
So this is Maken is
Hey.
an artificial brain
Why is
designed
Kay's
to
tutor
treat
here?
mental illness. And I wish in real life we had
Well,
labs
that's because Fei
with
Chao
this,
has
like,
the gene that is required to wake
funding
Maken up.
just for mental illness,
Don't
like
you think
treating mental
Faye's
illness.
amazing? He's so cool.
Yeah.
Father, can I take a closer look?
How's my volume? Is it good? Okay. My game froze for a second.
This is the first awakening experiment ever. Are you scared?
No, I believe in your father.
Sound good on phone. Okay.
All responses
Just
are
knocked into my mic again.
Checking
Hold
this
on.
out.
I have my water
Rise
bottle
and
next to
shine,
my
Maken.
mic stand. Let me just move this. Okay. Should be good now. The art in this game goes so hard. It really does. I'm a huge fan, and the art is done by Kazuma Kaneko, who does the art for all of the Megaten games. The music is by Shoji Meguro. I can't remember his name. He's the one who does all of the.
What's
He worked
going
on
on?
all of the Persona games and Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers. Which is cool because I played this when I was very young. Oh, you just got slapped. I played this game when I was very young, and I also played Soul Hackers was my first SMT game. So it's all like very nostalgic to me. It's all like the same like genre. This is Hake Andre, by the way. The slap with no sound effect.
Follow the blood agreement, and you will protect everyone.
It's also kind of weird,
Take the sword.
with no lip syncing whatsoever. Megaten does that have a consistent weird sci-fi aesthetic, especially games from around this time. Yeah, this also, I don't know about the other SMT games, like 1 and 2. I think those are the ones out at this time. I don't know how many were out at this point, but this one has I think 6 or 7 endings depending on your alignment. I don't know if this was the first one to do that. Somebody could correct me on that. So this was made, I put it in the description. This was made after the Persona 2 duology, I think. This came out at least then. I don't know if this was in development before then. My mic is kind of peaking. Hold on. So I think this was in development around the same time. Okay, let's save. This was released for the Dreamcast. And as you can see, I've actually modded this game. So it's available online. Pop, 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 pop. Is my mic popping a lot? Hold on. I wonder if this series any DNA with the Nocturne prototypes. Oh, it does have 3 endings. Okay. Wonder if this series any DNA with the Nocturne prototypes. I'm not sure. So we got the Kanazawa Research Institute. This is a great intro to just a game in general, I think. Okay, here we go. With the letter P, it pops. I don't think I think I'm too close to my mic. I have a different setup this time. Okay, so this is a FPS first-person slasher. I think if you just saw the title or just the art, you would not be expecting that. So it's all in the first person, and you have multiple characters. Each one have a special ability called a Machina Quirk, I think, where you charge it up. So this one is the intro character. You only play as her for like 2 levels. She's not very important. Okay, so this guy jumps down here. Okay, and then counter. Oh, good. Turn up the volume a little more. Okay. Now watch this. And then we get this guy. Ooh. This isn't, I'm gonna try, like, I'm not calling this a speedrun because I'm gonna be, like, cheating. I'm gonna be using, like, save states just to make it go faster. And I'm not gonna be uploading it anywhere. But I'm gonna be trying to beat this as fast as possible. How did he hit me from the back? Okay, got him. Sped run, indeed. I am doing a lot worse than usual. Okay, so we jump over that guy, and then there is a health item right down here. This has a very, like, classic sort of, design, FPS design. This was before the age of Halo and stuff, so specifically, you might see I'm kind of staring around, because the Dreamcast didn't have 2 sticks. It only has 1 analog stick. So you move forward and backwards, and turn at the same time. And then you hold right trigger to lock your movement. I mean, yeah, so you can strafe. And then you hold the left trigger to look around. So this is an old, yeah, it is very arcadey. Each level takes about 10 minutes. And look, we have a power-up. So this power-up will, we do more damage. And it'll last for a little bit. I'm not actually sure how long it lasts. Okay, here we go. So we gotta avoid this guy. You a RC car. What does that mean? Okay, this is also on the Flycast emulator, which is a really good emulator. One of my favorites. I'll show it off later, but the image size is the same as it would usually be on the Dreamcast for the stream, but I'm seeing it on... I have an ultra-wide monitor, so... Here, I'm going to take a screenshot. Never mind, it's going to take too long. So I'm seeing a lot more than you guys, but it's kind of broken, and you're seeing what you're not supposed to see. So the arms are kind of disappearing for me. So that's why I don't have it on this stream, or it looks like that on stream. Okay, I meant to jump over and it didn't work. Which version of Maken X are you playing? This is just, this is the Dreamcast version. I do not recommend, there's another version called Maken X. I do not recommend that version at all. It is not good. So, one of the main issues with Maken X is that they decided to change it into third person. Which isn't horrible, because a lot of people complain about motion sickness with this game. And it's definitely something I feel, because I have an issue with motion sickness. I don't have an issue with this one as much anymore, especially because I'm playing it in ultra wide. I probably would if I was watching it off the stream like natively. Yeah, Maken X is in third person, but they changed a lot of things. They changed the music around. Like this one, the music in this version sounds very classic SMT, especially as someone who grew up on Soul Hackers. But the newer one sounds like Persona. Like the composer changed his style once he started working on Persona 3 onwards, and you can hear it. And I'm not saying like Persona 3 and 4 and 5, the soundtracks are bad. I'm saying it's very different. And I don't think these soundtracks are bad. I mean, I prefer the original. And that's probably nostalgia talking. I'm going to save. It's probably nostalgia talking. I don't really care. I think it's nice. Okay, here we go. First boss fight. So you do critical damage usually by hitting people in the back. That reminds me of the Persona 1 PSP OST matching more of the post-Persona 3 music instead of the original industrial sounding soundtrack. So yeah, I have an issue with the Persona 1 remake. I think Persona 2 remake soundtrack does a really good job because it keeps the original while making it more high quality. It respects the original soundtrack instead of hairy looking arms. It's just he looks kind of like a gorilla, but that's just his clothes. So I mean, it's actually the exact same thing with the Persona 1 remaster on PSP. It's instead of respecting the original music, it's completely redone. Which, on one hand, I can understand because like, as someone who's made like videos and created things before, I can understand like looking at your old like work and just like not liking it at all. But at the same time, I think it's a really good job.
I don't believe it. Sai is actually bonding to the sword.
So Sai is like in the game. It's this
Is Kay all right?
the energy of your soul, I think, or like your soul energy.
Kay's and Maken's minds coexist.
So Maken has an artificial Sai, and its power is being able to absorb the Sai of others.
The chief's the only one I know who might be able to save Kay.
Are you saying her mind will stay inside Maken forever? Well, you invented the damn thing, didn't you?
This is the best voice acting of the game, barring the... Oh, this is the best version of the game, barring the voice acting. I mean, that's the thing.
Is Maken awake yet?
I've played Maken X, and I have to say the voice acting isn't much better. I mean, obviously I don't speak Japanese, so I can't tell you necessarily, but it doesn't sound that great either. It's still got that very heavy reverb sort of sound to it, and I'm not a huge fan of it.
We know their plan's already in motion. We need to get going right now.
This game is also really short, which is probably why there's so many endings. You can probably beat it in around... I think my first playthrough took about 5 hours, but I've been able to cut it down to 2. I'm not sure how long it's going to take this time, because usually I skip all the cutscenes.
There's nothing you need to know.
I'd like to get it through
We nearly lost our lives.
this today, but I'm not sure.
Maken has godlike powers that allow him to destroy minds in the world of Sai. Its creation was essential to our plans. It's important for us to have his power over Sai to destroy them.
Also, the voice actors are like, it's crazy.
Them,
So,
I refer to those who would lead
the
this
woman in the
world to
scene,
destruction. Yet it is
Miller,
the work of
Han Miller? I
God
can't remember
the
if that's the
devils.
character's name. She's voiced by Lonnie Manelli, who's done, or Lanny Manelli, who's done a ton of voice acting work. She's in Fire Emblem, but I can't exactly remember who she played.
Pestilence, poverty, pollution, worldwide oil shortage.
Lanny Manella.
Planned to use
Not Manella,
China
sorry.
And the US
Um,
to start World War III.
She's done a lot of
And
work. She
all
directed this game.
Is being done by someone who has the ability to control human minds.
Are Are you saying the world will be destroyed because of one person?
It's not important whether you believe me. It's the truth. Quickly, their plan is already in motion. If we want to have
She's done a lot of,
slightest
even in the
chance
modern
of
day, she's still
success,
doing work,
we
which is
must
nice.
leave now.
A lot of like
The
background
latest medical
voices.
device in
She
psychiatry
plays
is actually a
all of
weapon.
the
I
Bowser
can't
kids.
believe we jumped
So
into
Boom
this so
Boom, Pom
blindly.
Pom, Larry Koopa, Morton Koopa Jr., Wendy Koopa, Lemmy.
I have to leave now. I
Um,
can't waste any more time talking with you folks. Maken, you know your duty. We created you with one purpose in mind. The reason they kidnapped Sagat
Mia, she plays
was to gain
Mia in
access
Fire
to his
Emblem.
knowledge of the world of Psy.
Also, this game has
Are you
John
willing to
St.
pursue
John,
them in
who
order to stop
played
this
Big the
mad
Cats.
conspiracy?
And Duke Nukem. So this scene actually gets extended if you say no.
So you refuse my request.
Hold on really quickly. The sound is kind of stuttering. I'm going to fix that. I think this should fix it.
But Kay's Psy is inside of Maken's artificial brain. If anything happens to Maken, who knows what'll happen to Kay?
I will go. I want to save my father.
No way! We're talking about a madman. It's too dangerous.
But my father, he's in so much danger. I don't have a choice. I'm going to rescue him. You don't need to worry about me. If I say I'm going, I'm
Yes,
going.
the Duke Nukem.
Then fight for us and the world. It is your duty. Nothing else matters. Is that clear?
Why he's standing like
Power
that?
that allows you to control a person's mind along with their body is called a brain jack.
So this is
This is the godlike
the
power
main
that you possess,
aspect, or
Maken.
like the main selling point of this game is the brain
If
jack.
we don't do something for Kay now, what'll happen to her Psy?
So with brain jacking, you take over someone's body. So now we're playing as Hake Andre.
She's still bound to Maken, isn't she?
Yes, I think she is.
Maken, extract that man's memory. Once you do, you can find out where they took the chief. Remember, it's all up
Monkey
to you
man.
to get him.
Monkey.
Do you understand me? Maken, now that you know where the chief's located, go to Russia through China. If you stop at Hong Kong, you can meet Faye's sister. Otherwise, another Blade Master awaits you in Moscow. You should follow the Blade Master's instructions
Monkey
when you
mode
meet them
unlocked.
at your destination.
You can now play as
There
Donkey
are many
Kong.
enemies that will try to stop you. Don't give up, and you'll find a clear path through them. When you gain enough strength, you'll be able to brainjack people with your godlike powers. I can't control you, so I can only hope that you'll do what's right to the end.
The planes look really weird. I don't know why. Also, the art translates really well into this game. Like it looks like the characters are straight off of like the pages and the illustrations. Now I'm hearing Monkey every time they say Maken. Maken X. A monkey. Here we go.
So this is the Psi dimension.
Yes.
The world of souls existing in a plane beyond reality. That explains why my mind has left my body, and I live as Psy. Well, my father told me I have nothing to worry about. Yes, nothing at all.
Kaneko's designs definitely translated really well into this game. Yeah, definitely.
Well, here we are. I haven't introduced myself. Oh, that's a nice
Especially
name.
because these aren't
I'm
2D
Kei
drawings
Sagami. I'm 16
like the
years
other
old,
games.
And I attend Jusei High School.
This might be their first full 3D game. I have a feeling this game started
Right after I was born.
like as an experiment, because a lot of the maps
See, well,
feel
that's why
like
my
a
father was always around.
playable version of like the
So I
dungeons in
wouldn't feel
the
lonely.
like Persona 1 or
I really respect
like the older SMT games, how they're kind of just like big labyrinths and corridors.
One day,
That's how a
I
lot of
was
these
a
maps feel.
scientist and helped
So I
work
feel
on
like
a
this
side
like
project.
kind of started as an experiment of that sort of gameplay. And then it transformed as like, oh wait, we can add more stuff into this because we have this new power of these new consoles. Very blunt about telling what is happening.
I
Yeah.
get nervous. Sorry. Something's coming towards me.
Yeah, and I think this game is really important for Atlus because this was their first fully 3D game. And it set a lot of the precedent for the other games moving forward. Translations 10 out of 10. Oh, listen to this voice acting right here.
Sir, you have our thanks for flying the deadly skies and, by the way, prepare to die.
That's Lonnie Manelli, 100%.
How could you be so daft? Of course this is a trap. You're too high up, sweetheart. You're not going anywhere.
Those masks kind of make them look like monkeys. Oh, let me save the game. You can see my other saves of how many times I've beaten this game. Okay, actually, I have to, sorry, I have to close a program. So I have Wallpaper Engine, and I accidentally had it running this whole time. Hello? Okay, there we go. Maken X ran, so SMT5 could run. Exactly. Just SMT in general after this point could run. Okay, here we go. Ryan Kodan. This is one of my favorite level music. Also, this game was heavily censored in the US. So I actually went through, I played the Japanese version, and I actually went through and uncensored the game myself. And you can actually download it online if you ever feel like playing this game on an emulator. I'll post it somewhere. I don't know where. I can post it. I was planning on doing it in the description and I kind of forgot. So I made a couple mods. I made it so that you can use modern day controllers instead of the Dreamcast one. Or, I mean, the buttons will show up. So right now I'm using a PS4 controller, so the PS4 button prompts are showing up. I did Switch, and I also did Xbox, and DualShock 5, the PS5 controllers. Just promoting myself here. Oh, forgot to mention. So these things are like orbs. I don't know. I just call it XP. You have a Brainjack rank. And if you have a higher rank, you can Brainjack higher or more powerful enemies. So throughout the game, they'll have multiple characters you can play as. There'll be a boss fight. And then once you finish the boss fight and you defeat them, you can play as them. So our first boss was Hake Andre, and now we're playing as him. The thing in the middle is his tongue. So if we charge up, we can fire it. The thing about the charge up attacks in this game, though, the Machina quirk, or actually no, it's just the extra power. The thing about those is that they drain a lot of health. So usually they're just not viable to use. in my opinion. It's much better to just go in and fight them. Oh! I missed. Okay. What? Yeah. I did it. Okay, now I'm gonna fight you. There we go. Level 2. So, this game has some platforming, which can be irritating. Because I'm under the impression that platforming should not be done in the first person. A first-person perspective. I think that is the worst. But it's not horrible. You get used to it.
Looks like there's someone over there.
Okay, here we go. This is the tactic for these guys. I'm gonna quick save. You just gotta be very aggressive. Yeah, got him. There we go, got him. There we go, got them. Okay, now here is, so the brain jack in the last mission was optional. I mean, it was required because it was part of the story. This is our first optional brain jack of the game, and we are going to. This is our first path split. If we don't brain jack this character, we get a different level for our next one. For this path, we're going to brain jack this character. The camera being zoomed in doesn't really help with the platforming, I guess. Yeah, it's just it was a technical limitation because of the Dreamcast, so you couldn't really zoom out the camera. So, the thing is, we're going to lose Hake Andre forever. Usually you can get the characters back, but we are going to lose them forever from this point on. And this character, Go Inaba, is pretty bad. He only has one attack, he has no special. I don't know why he like moans when he hits. I don't know what he's doing. Jumping Flash is the only first-person platform I can think of that feels good to play. Yeah, I've heard of that one, and it's like, it's a pretty good one, I've heard. Okay, get ready for another long cutscene.
Let's go. Everything should be fixed.
Looks like the spare lines are good to go. Now we can access the central terminal. By the way, do you know what's the deal with Mr. Lee?
He's some old fart who thinks he's the modern messiah.
He seems like a very important person. He's got a lot of contacts.
Roblox is the best platformer, and you can't change my mind.
His company is
Roblox obbies all day.
Told me.
Must have slipped my mind. Besides, I don't care what they do, as long as I get paid.
I hope it's nothing too illegal.
Don't be such a prude, Anne.
Well, why Kay? Not Kay, though. This is horrible. If something happens to the chief, will she be like this forever?
Don't worry about Kay. We'll do something. Just calm down.
Don't make any rash promises, and don't drag me into this.
Why don't we just try and sort this out?
Whatever.
So the Japanese version of this game had like this whole huge encyclopedia describing every single character in this game, every single organization, all of their intentions, all of their names, etc. Which is really cool.
Mr. Lee's probably behind this.
The American version cut that out entirely. All other versions cut that out of the game, and it's really irritating. Where's the Maken X remake on Roblox? That's a great question.
Do you think it's just a coincidence?
Maybe Sagami used her gene as a standard while developing Maken, without telling us a thing.
Experimenting on his own daughter. Who is this guy? But I guess Faye was supposed to wake up Maken.
Why wouldn't he tell us that Kay was his model?
I guess he didn't think it was necessary.
There's no point discussing it.
Also, at one point of the game,
We may find something.
excuse me.
Original specifications.
I think I'm actually gonna wait to talk about that. But there are a lot of changes and a lot of censorship in this version of the game.
Reading secret documents without authorization? Mm-mm. No thanks. Not interested.
But we've been deceived. Don't you feel like you've been betrayed?
I suppose that was his call. A wise man never courts danger.
Kay is a human being. We need to do something to help her.
Jeez. This is how people find out things.
To
they
the end of the
shouldn't know.
century.
Now I know how Adam must have felt.
What does number one say?
I have no
Akuma
regrets. Let's get access to the data.
ga
There's something in there that'll be
Kilami
useful to Mark.
heavy metal. I've never noticed that. I played this game so many times.
All right, nice landing. You're a pretty good pilot. I'm supposed to take another flight to Moscow from here. But you know, I think we're being followed. How about we go to another city?
So one of my favorite parts of this
We
game
better
is that
board
it's
the
a
plane from there. What's that? Oh, I really don't have time to look for Faye's sister. Why don't you go ahead and decide how we're getting to Moscow?
So one of my favorite parts of this game is that it's a like globe-trotting adventure. As you can probably tell by the fact that we have a map screen. I don't know if SMT does that. Usually it's like, especially the Persona games, it's like one city or one town. But this is, you go all over the globe for this game, and I think that's great. I would love to see like another SMT game do that. I was gonna say I'd like to see Persona do that, but I think one of the big draws of Persona is that it takes place in Japan, and like you go to Japanese schools and everything. I think that's why so many people like the game. Okay, so Inaba is horrible. So we got to be very careful. He's like one of the weakest characters in this whole game. We'll get a better one later, but for now, we're stuck with him. He can stun enemies, but that's pretty much it. Okay, now we're gonna get this guy. This is a very nocturne sounding song too. I feel like you are playing an Elmo learning game sometimes when the characters are talking. Yeah. This is a very Wild West for game dubs at the time. Like, we had Metal Gear and that was pretty much it. I'm okay. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna show off the music from what's it called? Shin Megami I mean, not Shin Megami Tensei. Maken X, which is the PS2 like remake. So I think I played at this level enough so you can understand like the music. It's sort of this darker like electric guitars. It sounds very similar to reminds me of Nocturne sort of. So let me play the Xiao version, and I'll play it in the background while I'm playing. What is this? What is this music? What's with the guitars? Like, there is no reason to change it in the old one. What is this music? It sounds like in Persona when you're hanging out with a character. You're doing a social link. That's what this music sounds like. I don't know why they decided this would be the music for this dark level. All these alleyways. These guys, you're playing as the weakest character in the game. And this is how it sounds. The guitars remind me of the Persona 5 theme. It's just... It took me a while to realize too, but I think what they're going for is like Hong Kong action. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for with this music. It's like a Hong Kong action movie. And it's just, I don't think it fits at all. I think it sounds horrible. Sounds like Splatoon music. I haven't even played that game since the Wii U. Yeah, it does not sound right at all. Or it does not sound fitting. And then this is the original music. Oh, you can also block by holding back. Okay, got him. We're almost there to the new character. Got that one. Okay. Just gonna quick save real quick. And then we ignore these guys and go straight for the lights first. And lights it back on. But we are completely safe in here. Wagging that stick. Moms do with flip-flops. Okay, now we grab this XP and then... Here we are. Our second Brainjack character.
What took you so long? I thought you were dead.
You're Fei Chao's sister, aren't you?
That's right. My master has been keeping an eye on Chief Sagami's kidnappers. So, now that you're here, we have a mission for you. Jaja, the big TV star in India? Defeat him. He sends radio waves through TV that steal people's souls. Somehow they infect the brain, and this poses a serious threat to the world.
Wait a minute. I don't want to go to India.
You're going to India. That's like
My father.
the Brazil. You're going to Brazil meme.
Maken chose you. It's your duty to save the human race. So you've got to defeat Jaja. He can't succeed, or he'll destroy us all.
But what do I do?
I really don't understand why you were chosen. But I guess it's really Maken's
So this is the
decision to
sister
make,
of
not
the guy
mine.
who died in the
So,
opening
what do you
cutscene.
say, Maken? Are you willing to go
Protecting,
to India for us or not?
Kay. So this is on this path. This is the only one that we. This is the only side quest that we have to do.
I'm not as strong as the master,
So we'll
but
just have
my
to see.
power's still impressive.
So on this path we have to go to India, but we don't actually have to do
I'm
any of the
only
other
one who
side
entered
quests.
Shaja's studio.
Hello, this is Microsoft
Wait, if
support.
you get Brainjack, won't you lose your Sai?
That's obvious. I knew that when I began training. It's a Blade Master's fate. Although I knew that this might happen. I won't give up now. I don't fear any battle, especially not one this important.
Okay. I don't know. So you can actually kill her if you say no. So the Blade Masters are an organization of people who like protect the world. This is a Blade Master. So in this path, we're gonna work with the Blade Masters. You can actually go against them. Your computer have virus. So if we did not brainjack the pilot, we would actually go to India instead, because Hake Andre is not a pilot, so he didn't actually know where to go. Which is kind of funny, because if you take the pilot, you go to Hong Kong. Hake Andre doesn't know what he's doing, so then he accidentally goes to India instead of Hong Kong. It's in the neighborhood. Okay, here we go. This is a bit of a difficult section. Give me the orb. Give me the orb. No, go back. Give me the orb. Orb, now. Orb. Yeah, orb. So, Fei Shan Li. She is obviously more powerful than the guy we were just playing as. And she's pretty good. She's pretty fast. A rough estimate, one can say. Okay, give me the orb. Orb. Everyone, can we get an orb in chat? So these guys are kind of hard to fight when there's 3 of them. So the trick is that they actually come at you if you stand completely still. There we go. Oh, wrong way. I wasn't looking at the screen. Orb. Orb. There we go, we did it.
You shouldn't have made that promise to defeat Shaja. I have no obligation to the Blade Masters. If the world's gonna end, we should call the army.
That's a really funny line. But I mean, I think it's accurate. Like, this is just some 16-year-old kid. Like, she doesn't know anything about the world. She's still in high school. So, like, what? There's bad guys. Call the army. Like, it's a funny line when you look at it, but when you think about it, I mean, I guess it makes sense that she would say that. Okay. Hake Shaja, the star of India. Orb. You are going to India. Okay. So this level, I'm not a she ain't paying the taxes, you don't understand. This level is kind of, it's mostly just like a puzzle level. You're not really actually doing much combat. I'm not a huge fan of this one. So the whole point is that you got to get these guys to hit the switches. So they follow you, and then they fall on the switches, and that's about it. No, go on the switch. On the switch, please. No, the switch. There you go. I think the music is pretty good in this one, this level. There you go. Okay, so we gotta get these guys up here. There's one guy already up here. So we just kind of ignore them and then make sure they don't get on the stairs. Because we'll do them with them one at a time. Never mind, the guy fell. There. Come on, come on. Come on, little baby, come on. This way. Good. Now just all in the hole. Okay, good. I was afraid that wasn't actually one. Okay. Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Come on. Good. Now this way. I'm also currently working on a video about this game. I already have a playthrough all set and ready. I'm just playing this one for fun. Mostly because I don't think I would be able to use this footage. Psst, psst, psst. Here, kitty. Here, kitty. Psst, psst. Okay, in the hole. In the hole. There you go. Alright, up here. Psst, 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 psst. Up here. Up here, kitty. Okay, don't fall in the other hole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come with me. No, come on. There you go. This takes an unnecessarily long amount of time because it just... that does not have to. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. I fell in the hole myself. Please stand right there. Please. Please don't move anywhere. Please. In the hole. There you go. Woo, we did it! And this is actually the end of the stage. So there's only like 2 or 3 puzzles of this thing, and then you're all done. Hello? Hello, please? There we go. Doing that duck walk, yeah. There we go, finally. Now here he is, here's Shaja. Gonna save.
Little girl prowling around my castle. I have a sneaking suspicion that you're a blade master, aren't you? A long time ago, my son got carried away by his desires, and to my dismay, he betrayed me. After I was confined in this place for so many years, I came to realize that a man is born with 2 sides. One is good, and the other evil. All evil stems from the minds of men. No man is truly pure. No one can blame my son. After all, he is only human. This is why I believe in the absolute righteousness of Geist's plan and will follow him to the end. At last the world will be perfect, peaceful, and free of emotion. I will do this on behalf of my son
Mustache,
and loving
exactly.
wife, who I miss dearly. May she rest peacefully in her grave. On which you tread, you imbecile. Watch where you walk.
Okay. I think he had a really good accent. On some like other things when like they have Indian accents and the dude is like obviously like is very, very exaggerated. But the combat sounds are exactly the same in Japanese. So he's still like speaking Japanese, which is funny. Like, I'm fairly sure this man's just speaking Japanese to me. There we go. We got him. Boss fight music is also goes on incredibly hard. Gmod tooltip. So this is now Shaja. He is, in my opinion, one of the worst characters in this game. He's only slightly better than her. I think, yeah, he has about the same amount of health. He has the same jump height. He is slightly more powerful. But he is a lot slower. I think if he was faster, or, I mean, I think if he had more health, he would be a better character, but because he's so slow, he's like one of the only characters we have for a while, too.
I feel so sorry for Shaja. To be betrayed by his own child. How sad. I don't think he's really evil. Let's go to Moscow. I would never betray my father. Never.
So after every level, she'll like comment and just say something about what just happened. Well, most levels. Most levels with like a Blade Master, or an enemy, a boss fight. Okay. This is funny. They changed a lot of the names in the American version. Blade Master Kitty is funny. In the Japanese version, she's named Kati, which is, I think it's a type of knife. So, I think they missed what it was trying to say and they named her Kitty. Sounds like Gundam VA. Okay, here we are in Moscow.
I'm Kitty. I'm the mighty Blade Master in charge of the flame. I'm glad to see that you managed to make it back here alive. Oh, Big Bad Maken defeated a Hake.
She won't say that
Just
line.
one?
I've got to know.
If you
Is
didn't
my father okay?
fight Shaja before this.
Do you have any idea where he is?
I know where he is. Follow me and I'll show you.
This is another very long cutscene.
We will soon live in a time of suffering. This will be our challenge to obtain an everlasting kingdom. This is the will of our Lord who will lead us to a land of peace. Let us focus now to clear our impure minds and think of a higher power.
So in the Japanese version, the guy talking right now is revealed to be the Pope. So they changed that, obviously. Because they toned down a lot of religious tones.
I don't know about you, but from here, that seemed a little weird.
Or like real life parallels.
The chief's kidnappers set this up?
Maybe, maybe not. All I know is that the funeral industry will make a killing.
The chief's data is heavily encoded. I was afraid of this. This will be hell to decode. What a pain.
Anything else?
Well, there's good news and bad news. Choose your poison.
I could use some good news.
How's this? The chief's been sending all his data to Dr. Guinness.
Dr. Guinness? That old guy who was opposed to the project in the first place?
It doesn't matter why now. We should contact him. You know, I think it's worth a shot.
As a kid,
What's the bad news?
I don't know if it was just me and being a kid and not really understanding how to use CDs, or the Dreamcast. I think it's a combination. Our Dreamcast games got really scratched up, really badly. Maken X was one of those games as a kid. So I was only ever able, as a kid, to play the first 3 levels, and then the game just stopped working. So I was able to play the research lab, the plane, and India. Otherwise, the game would just freeze because it couldn't load the data because the disk was so scratched up. That's not something we need to worry about anymore because of the modern day and everything's downloaded.
K will be a vegetable.
No way! We've got to do something about this!
If the chief returns, everything will be fine.
If he's still alive.
Stop it.
Have you heard anything from Mr. Lee?
Nothing.
I guess somebody has to tell Maken to go see Dr. Guinness.
Europe is in such a sad state, what with the plague and all. Who'd want to go to a place like that?
I will.
There's no guarantee you'll find Kay, and it's dangerous.
Also, he says he's
I'm
gonna go to
going anyway.
Europe, but
If only I'd done something earlier to
Dr.
save her.
Guinness, this character they're talking about,
It's
is
not
in
your
Brazil.
fault,
So I don't
You
know why they're
feel
saying
responsible.
Europe,
It's
because
not
this kid does not go
I
to
just want to save
Europe
Kay.
at all.
I can't sit around until Maken comes back.
Chill out, Ko. You're just a kid. You need to think things out. Besides, who'll pay for the trip?
I'm not sure what this is trying to say right now,
The
but
fusion could start
in the
anytime.
manual, they dumped a
It'll be
lot
too
of
late
character
unless we
development
return
in the
Kay to her own
manual of the
body soon.
game.
I've got an idea.
It said that
Why not let
Ko is like, he comes from a very
Go to
wealthy
Moscow, you may
family.
be able to see
So
Maken.
that's what that is. He just dumped a
And
bunch of
Dr.
like
Guinness
credit
might
cards,
be
I
able to
guess.
return Kay's psi.
It's like,
But this
it
is
sounds like each video is
speculation
using a
for
different
now.
mic. Yeah, actually.
We can't risk
I
Ko's
wouldn't be
life for
surprised
no
if that's how they did it.
possibility.
I'm simply respecting his will.
Ms. Miller, please. Please let me go.
Oh, I suppose I can't stop you. I'll make a program that'll track Maken's movements. Wait till I'm done, okay?
First person gameplay.
Father! 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 Talk to me!
By the time we got here, it was too late. They had already taken his soul. I'm so sorry. Forget about your daddy. Blame Geist. He's the one that took Sagami's soul. Geist is not a human, you know.
So,
You see, he
in the
served this
English
planet
version,
well, a long time
his name is
ago.
Geist.
But now the only thing he wants to do is
In the
kill
Japanese
humans and take
version,
over the world.
his name is Mr.
I'm sure you've
Meteor.
seen them.
Or Meteor.
Those Hawkeye controlled
Which is
by Geist. I hate
kind of a
them.
name is Mr. Meteor.
Geist is hell-bent on obliterating our
I think
entire
Geist is a
race,
better name in this
and won't
case.
stop till he does. There's no peace for humans in heaven. It's up to us to determine our own destiny.
Just sitting his body up in
We've
a
got to
chair.
put an
Yeah.
end to Geist
Technically he's
before
not
it's
dead.
too
They can
late.
return his soul.
Some of us
But
have
right now he's
decided
just
to devote our
yeah, he's in like a
lives to
vegetative
saving
state.
mankind.
I don't know why he's not in like a
We're
bed or
known
like
as
in a
the
hospital.
Blade Masters.
There he's just sitting there.
We had to come up with a powerful weapon to destroy Geist. That's where you come in, Maken. Listen to what the Blade Masters say, and you'll be able to accomplish your mission. You came into this world as Maken, so now you must live with your fate. And as for you, Kay, if you really want to save your father, there's only one way to put an end to Geist.
Please, defeat Geist.
I don't know if this is like some
I'm ready to battle
subtle
anyone
storytelling
in order
thing.
to save my father.
Like it's going red when
I'll
she gets
defeat
angry.
Geist at any cost.
Also, this game sometimes has a thing where the subtitles do not match what they're saying.
Now you know the power of Maken. I'm glad you finally got Sagami's psi. The energy from it's incredible. Look, here come Geist men. Listen, I'll contact you once you find out where Geist is. Until then, lend your powers to our European allies. Defeat Geist's followers so we can straighten up this chaotic world. Don't you dare turn your back on the human race, or I will destroy you.
What a weirdo.
And don't you forget it.
So you can be evil, but we are not this playthrough. This is a really creepy level for me. I don't know why. It's just a lot of this game is a bit unsettling, but this one especially it feels really weird. Yeah. This one. Got him. Not for these guys. These guys are horrible at Shadow. They just do a ton of damage. Commercial. Okay, come on. Come at me. So these guys, these enemies are like the worst. You cannot block them. Okay, and then this guy comes down here. And then we gotta get this big guy. Jumps down. And then he Sonics. Okay, Sonic Hedgehog again. Got him. And then we grab this. We have this power up and now there's a bunch of enemies. I'm gonna save this health pickup for after I kill these guys. Any more? I think we're good. So now I can pick up this health and move on. Sonic OC, indeed. Okay, now this part. There's a bunch of robots coming in, and there's no way to get, like... Okay, I ate all of them. Okay. So now we activate this switch. I'm gonna quick save. Okay, Sonic, get out of here. Got him. Just imagine, they have a little bumblebee on their, like, or like a bee on their pants. What if I edited it, like texture edited Sonic onto it? That would take way too long. I'm not going to do that on stream. Oh, these guys. So these guys were censored in the US release. They have like a web design on their armor, on their outfit. And it was changed in the US release because they look too much like Spider-Man. So I actually went in and changed it manually myself. Okay, we're close. Come on. These guys do a ton of damage. They're one of the most annoying enemies from far away. They toss grenades at you. Up close you can deal with them, but when they're far away they toss grenades and they're overall just really annoying. There's no health or anything, so we're good for now. Looks like he's from Hellraiser to me. Yeah, but it was specifically that that web design that caused issues. Okay, so we're gonna go to London and this is really just for grinding. We have to make sure we can get to level 4. So this is where the big differences start in the American version of this game. So look very closely at these enemies and see if you can notice something. Can't really see it. Ooh, okay, so these guys explode. There's a swastika on them. So one of the main enemies of this game are like Nazis, or maybe neo-Nazis specifically. But yeah, you fight Nazis, as you can see here. All of Europe, the leader of the European Union in this game is a Nazi. And I actually went through and restored all the textures again because they were all removed. So the American version of the game does not typically have it. It's replaced by, I think it's probably, I'm not sure, another character. This one. I'm not sure what language it is, if it is in a language at all. But yeah, that's just one of the other ways that this game was changed. These enemies are just regular dogs in the Japanese release, but they're made to seem more like, I don't know, more robotic, and they sound really weird in this version. But in the original, they were straight up just dogs. So to make it seem like you're not actually hurting dogs, they changed it. Can I hit them? No. And they blew up. Best song of the whole game right here. This song goes so hard. God, zombies. Exactly. Zombie dogs. Nazi zombie dogs. So it is weird that they censored it because, I mean, like, there are World War II shooters that come out all the time that have Nazis. And it's not like these are the good guys. These are the enemies. You're not supposed to, like, sympathize with them or anything. So it doesn't make much sense to me of why they're censored. Here's the big one. Yeah, he straight up just got a swastika on his face. Gonna save again. These guys are a pain. I just heard a Discord notification. I'm going to make sure my Discord is silenced. It is not. I'm just going to do not disturb. Sorry, did not realize my Discord wasn't unsilenced. I mean, it was muted. Got him. He got pranked. Pepsi Man. He's sold out. We can hear your Discord. Okay, yeah. I silenced it just now. I didn't mean to, sorry. This is a very annoying level. So just trying my best to get through it as fast as possible. Yo, he's spinning right now. Oh, these guys are also probably inspired by JoJo. I call these guys Stroheim units. Because of the gun in his chest. No, please, please keep it until I can kill this guy. No, I lost it. Also, I think the music in this level, this part, they are very strong, yeah. I think the music in this part of the level specifically is really annoying to me. I think it's like these overdriven guitars are just way too loud. Okay, nice. Almost there at level 4. Okay. Well, let's kill this Strawhan unit real quick. They almost remind me of that Punisher toy with a gun in the wrong place. I've never seen it before. Okay, this is the hardest part of the level because you gotta fight 2 of them. Hold on, I just need the orb. Strawheim, please. Strawheim, please. There we go. Yeah, level 4. Just gonna save real quick. I think there's 2 more guys that come down here, right? Yeah. I only hit 1? You kidding me? Okay. Got that guy. This dog comes out. Get him! Okay, good. And then these 2 dogs will come out. And use the power. Ooh, that was so close. And then let's just grab this one. Oh! I lost half my health from 2 hits from this guy. Oh, please. Okay, good. I would have been upset. This game doesn't seem very punishing. No, it is. If you die, you go back to the beginning of the entire level. Which, like there, I would have lost 10 minutes worth of like gameplay. It can be very punishing, and enemies can do a lot of damage. I need to... Okay. Now, Turkey, I think. This is a nightmare-inducing level. So we go up here. We grab this. Okay. As good as the music is, this one is like, it's stressful. This level sounds stressful. gonna save here. This is why I can't submit this, because I'm using a bunch of save states. And I think my time is not going to be good at all. Good. Okay, get ready. These guys do a ton of damage. Iron Golems, I think these are guys. Or Goliaths. No, Goliaths. Iron Golems or Minecraft. Music sounds like old Spider-Man games I played when I was younger. Huh. Well, like the PSP? I mean PS1. Okay, get ready. The worst enemies in these games. At least right now. Oh, never mind. Kratos. New God of War game is looking, graphics aren't as good as I thought it would be. I think it was better in the first God of War, but... I might die. So you can stun them if you hit their back. So you just keep strafing around them with their back. There we go. Didn't play PS1, played more PS2. Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 on PS2 was a wild ride. Okay, this is so weird. Instead of getting in the elevator, right? The elevator goes up to the second floor. I mean the first floor, we're on the basement right now. You have to jump on top of the, you have to go up to the first floor, jump on top of the elevator, and then jump off at the second floor, instead of just getting into the elevator. Before I figured out how to fight these guys, this level was a nightmare. It is a lot more manageable now, but it's still pretty difficult. There we go, got him. They do get a lot better with the other characters, but again, Shaja is just not a good character at all. These little guys don't drop any XP, so it's best just to ignore them. Kool-Aid Man, is that you? These guys especially just take it slow. Especially because you can dodge, I mean you can block most of their attacks. If you can get behind them, that's good, otherwise just keep hitting them. Okay, here we go. These are the Iron Maidens. So in the original Japanese version, they were like... The drawing on the outside was naked. And it's really, really like disturbing. And you can see a lot of their like... a lot of detail that doesn't need to be there. So they censored that, which is also kind of weird because they allow nudity in M-rated games. This game is rated M, by the way. This is not like a T-rated game. I did restore those, but I'm not using them because I don't think I can show them. So I did not... for this video, or this... for this specifically, this stream, I'm not showing them off. Or I'm not using that uncensored patch. It is available online if you want to play this game. These guys also do a ton of damage. And you can, they'll sit there until you turn their back on them, and then they'll come at you. So you gotta hit them while they're coming at you. Okay, this is probably the hardest part of this entire level. Okay, got him. Now there's this guy over here. Those darts are unblockable. Everything else you can block though, so you just gotta get up to his face. What is the X mode? It's a power up. You'll do extra damage for a short amount of time. The attack runs sound a lot like the ones in Mortal Kombat 1. Those ones? Yeah, I guess. This is the last enemy in the level. Okay. We are now done with the level. Now all that's left is to escape. Do enemies take crits from the back? I think they're supposed to. The Stroheim units take it, like, their crits are... It's weird. It's kind of like on their side, like their hip. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or they messed up. It's weird. Okay, this is our next character. That's gonna help us a lot. But first, it's been over an hour. It's been an hour and a half. I'm just gonna stretch and take a small bathroom break. Let me just there we go. There. I'm just gonna put that there, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna go back into it. Let me just, how do I, okay, should be good. I don't know if I saved. Okay, Grease. So this one is a little better. We'll get a new character. Oops, sorry, hit my mic. We'll get a new character. Who is a lot better than Shaja. And we got the good music back. Best music, the best track in this whole game. Did you just dab in my chat? Okay. Get him! You got him! Ouchies. Dab it in my chat right now. Okay. There she is. Can't stop me. I mean, I guess I can't since I muted you, but then I'd be alone. Okay, so we go here. There we go. This one right here. See, the critical is kind of weird on this guy, but you just gotta keep strafing. Okay, there's two of them here. This is the hardest, like, hallway in this whole game. I missed? Okay. Come on, do it again, please. Oh! They're immune to projectiles. Okay. I wish the track was longer because it's really short. I thought my headphones disconnected for a second because it just went completely silent. And at least with these guys, you can block their attacks, so it's not horrible. Where'd the orb go? Where'd the orb go? Oh, right there. Oh my god, please don't mute me. Okay, I won't, don't worry. I don't know why the wall orbs, it's like spiritual energy. It sounds like a gunshot. Okay, here we go. This is like the hardest hallway in this whole level. Come on, come on, come on. Psst, psst, psst. Just gotta take it slow. Because there's like a turret on the other side. Luckily there's a ton of health. Usually it is best to just ignore those guys because they don't drop any XP. Pretty sure I just said that. Ignore me if I repeat myself. There we go. Okay. So it's kind of a hidden area. You have to jump down here. Luckily, I don't think there's any fall damage in this game, which is nice. So first we go over here. And right here is just a big loop. We get some ammo and... I mean, ammo? We get some health and XP. There's just a giant face in my chat. Okay. There she is.
Here is what you must do. Defeat Geist's allies in Europe. Then go to the harbor in Lisbon. That's the message for you from Blade Master Kitty. There are 3 Blade Masters in all of Europe, each with the same mission. To stop Geist's plan. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alice, at your service.
The name is spelled
I
kind
am
of weird
one
too.
of the Blade
Alice.
Masters
Alice.
whose duty is to protect Europe. So, in what way do you see the world differently than humans do? People are blaming each other for the Grey Plague. They're fighting in the streets. The world is faced with disease and starvation. It's filled with corrupt morals and unhealthy ideologies. This is the way I see things. People have fought since the beginning.
The background
of
music
time.
from the last section sort of sounds like Donkey
The
Kong
one
at some
spreading
points.
the Grey Plague is a Hake, a servant of Geist.
I'm not sure how.
Even if you defeat them and exterminate the plague, this world will never have order. Not until we heal people's souls.
Donkey Kong the arcade
But I
game.
have a very important mission to do. I must keep fighting and keep the faith to rid the world of evil. This world must remain a
Before
safe
they
place
had
for
dynamic
generations to
physics in
come.
games,
Maken,
the
putting my faith in you.
that scarf is
You're
manually
my last hope.
animated.
Are you willing to lend us your power to defeat Geist's people?
So we're gonna say yes. Oops, I hit the mic again. So we're gonna say yes.
Thank you.
So for the best ending,
current mission
you
is to
say
find an effective cure
you
for
have
the
to
Grey
fight
Plague spreading
every single one of the
throughout
Hake and defeat them.
and to defeat the man who is
Um,
causing it, a pathologist named Dar.
However, in this
While he is a
path,
scientist, he's also one
we
of
are not
Geist's
going
men,
to.
a Hake.
You can say
The
yes, but you
only
don't
one
actually
who
have to do it. It
knows
just
where he's
unlocks it on the
hiding
map.
Is his daughter, Bianca. She ran away from her father and became infected with the plague. She can be found in an isolation hospital in Istanbul, room 503. So, if you do your job and brainjack her, you'll be able to find out just where Dal is hiding.
It's a bit of a missed
Now,
potential with
I
this
will
game.
let you take over my body. Use it as
It's a
you
bit of
like.
missed potential
I
because,
wish you luck.
like, joining the
I know
bad
I
guys
don't have
could
the
be
power
like
or speed of the other
they do
Blade
a bit of
Masters,
like
but there may be a
the Blade
time
Masters
you
aren't
need
entirely
my
good
power to
either.
control
Like
the wind.
specifically, she just asked us to brainjack a poor like an innocent person that doesn't have to do anything like with this. And brainjacking, by the way, absorbs the person's soul and turns them into a vegetative state, so they are no longer able to function. Okay, bye-bye, Shaja. You're kind of terrible. So Elise is one of the best characters in the game, and she's gonna carry us for a while. Let me show you guys something. This is great. This is amazing. Okay, watch this. So these Iron Maidens, remember these guys? She's got a long reach, so she just kills them in one hit. It's great. She's a bit slower. So she's faster, she has more power, and she has more health than Shaja. And she has a very high jump height. So she's one of the best characters in this game. Especially for this path that we're doing. Mostly because we don't have a very good, what's it called? We don't get very many characters. We skip through a lot of them just because of this path we're doing. We're not doing the completionist one.
Blade Master Lise must be disappointed with people. Constant wars, a society where nobody gets along. You know, I wouldn't know where to begin. So much is needed.
So if you didn't catch it,
At least we have an idea.
Maken
what we should
and
do now.
which is us, the brain thing in the very
I
beginning,
guess you're going to help.
fused with K.
Seek
So
a
we
cure
are
to help
technically
the Grey Plague
one right now,
victims,
kind of.
Right?
So K's body is I just lied to her, by the way. I'm not going to do anything about this plague.
How our future will turn out.
We don't care about that in this route.
Nothing
We're
will
not going to do
change if
anything.
We don't do anything.
So they're kind of coexisting right now. So on the bad path, she'll actually get absorbed by Maken.
Let's go and defeat Iceman.
In this one, we're not trying to absorb her. Our objective is to save her. So we're kind of putting away the Blade Masters and just doing this all for her instead. So this is the Jeanne d'Arc Palace, Joan of Arc. Which is funny because this was actually the Vatican in the original game, in the Japanese version, but they changed it. We're all certain the virus. This music does go hard. Okay, I'm just gonna save and then boom, go. These enemies are pretty hard. And this is, if we were doing the 100% route and we were, what's it called? If we we're gonna do the 100% route and the best ending, we'd have a boss fight here. And it is the most difficult boss fight in the entire game. But we are not doing that boss fight, so we don't have to worry about it. With the orb? Oh jeez. Come on. Get him. Get him. Okay, we got the XP. So for these doors, you'll need a certain character to access it. I don't have that character, and I don't get that character during this path. Okay. What unlocks here? Oh, Tyrus, yes. Tyrus is the best character in this path, one of the best characters in the game. If you follow me on Twitter, here's my profile picture right now. It has been an hour 36, but the stream says an hour 44. So this is Amsterdam. This is a very groovy level music, but this is a kind of a difficult one. It sounds like I don't know, like an I guess like an 80s like hip hop or like maybe 90s. I'm not entirely sure. It does have a very hip hop feel to it. Oh, excuse me, there's 3 of them? Oh, this is not good. I don't remember there being 3. Stroheim, please. After the end of JoJo Part 2, the Nazis won and then they mass-produced Stroheim. Save here. There's a swastika on that wall, by the way. I would know because I went through all the textures of this game. And also, yet another Nazi. Saving here. Okay, now we got 2 more Nazi zombie dogs. Just, and then... Give me the orbs. Give me the orbs. Yeah. Orbs. Okay, so now we gotta go left, and there's a guy right here. Stroheim. There we go. Got him. Pepsi Man turns into Coca-Cola. Pepsi Man was retired and is currently falling on hard times. Yeah, I got him. Oh, it's another dude. Okay, did I pick up the health? I can't remember if I picked up the health, so this is going to be a little more difficult. Does this actually say something? Maybe it's German, or what do they speak in? I can't remember where this level takes place. Amsterdam. Where's the Netherlands? Anyone know what they speak in the Netherlands? Oh, did they both blow up? Okay. At least that one doesn't take a ton of hits. I know I just hit that switch, but there's a secret character hidden here. So we go here, and then usually this is filled with water. You have to keep it unfilled with water. Drained, I mean. I don't know why I said unfilled. There we go. You speak Dutch? Okay. Wrong way. Right here, there we go. Got him. And now, here we are. There he is, the man.
I am Blade Master Devon. Unlike other Blade Masters,
I would like
have little
one
faith in a
unfilled
replica
glass of water.
Geist such as yourself. But right now, we have no choice but to rely
So this is
on
another place where the names are really weird.
Maken.
So in the
Do you
Japanese
ever want
version,
to become a human
this
being
guy is named
as stupid and
Rumrod,
selfish as they are?
which
At
I
one
think comes
time,
from
Blade
Ramrod, which is what
maintained world order by
in a gun. I
utilizing
think that's what hits the
Geist's
bullet
powers.
forward.
It sounds
I'm not entirely
impressive
sure
to say
about that,
we
but
protected the world,
They,
but we
they
never
a lot of it
ended
is just
a war,
lost on them.
nor have we
So instead of
brought
Rumrod,
peace.
they changed it to Devon.
We've just been killing time. In the name of maintaining order, I've given up my entire life. It's ridiculous. But I am a Blade Master, and I must remain true. As a result of my duty, I was forced to let go of the ones I love. Now, with all this going on, I've almost lost the will to live. Maken.
Maybe it's just
As
me,
a
but this
Blade
guy sounds like
Master, I order
Frederick
you
Knudsen.
must defeat Geist's
I
people,
don't
so
know how
we
to pronounce
can
his
go
name.
on
Knudsen.
protecting this worthless
Frederick
world.
Knudsen. On YouTube, he does like really big
Then I'll
video
leave the people's
essays.
future in your hands.
I don't know if it's just me.
Eliminate the terrorists before they do any more harm. And defeat the leader of the European Union who controls them. Maken, you have no choice. You must brainjack me. I have access to the leader's home, as I was once...
Devon. So, the European Union leader is this one. She's the one that made everyone Nazis. And this man used to date her. So, I don't know, like, I don't really have a comment of, like, I don't know the timeline. Because I don't know when she was a Nazi. So was she a Nazi while they were dating, or did she become a Nazi when she was evil? Because Geist, like, what he does is that he, like, corrupts people. I think, or something like that. So they get power in exchange for the souls, I think. I think that's what Geist does. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. So they are, like, corrupted. They aren't, like, super, like, nice or anything. Looks like female heavy from TF2. Oh my god, yeah. So most people don't like Devin, I think. I'm okay with him. I kind of like him. He's fast. He has an ability where he freezes enemies, and if you hit them fast enough, you'll kill them in one hit. I think we're done with this level. Yep.
Don't you think Blade Master Devin is a bit too pessimistic? He always criticizes human nature. He hates this world. He only fights because it's his destiny as a Blade Master. So, tell me,
it's also weird. They do the thing where, like, your name is in the subtitles, but they don't say it, obviously.
Do you fight with Geist because you believe it's your duty?
No.
Oh, all right. I'm glad there's more to it than
All
that.
right.
I don't think you'd want to make choices based only on duty.
Okay. We have one more level, and then we're in the final stretch of the game. Who's this? This is Vienna. This is her, by the way, Margaret. We are not going to her. So we keep telling them that we're going to do their side quests, but we don't have to. So now we're going for Tyrus. The best character of this route. This is also the same music from the intro. Or the first level. Okay, so we got these mafia goon dudes. Somebody should make an upside down headset? What does that mean? So these guys are kind of hard. So I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of this level. I think this might be the second worst level in this whole game. And it's a shame because this is the one where we get, like, the best character. The best character and the worst level. Okay, so listen very closely to this guy's voice. I don't know if you guys will be able to get it, but I'm a big fan of this actor. So I know who this is, like, right immediately.
Welcome, Maken, my lord. You know, I've heard all about your achievements in Europe. Impressive. My name is Tyrus. Although I may not look it, I am a Blade Master. Of course, Blade Masters must often hide their identities. So, I have as well. I'm disguised as a writer. I don't have much time. Let me tell you quickly. Geist is planning to totally eradicate the human race. The Blade Master's mission is to put an end to this insidious plan.
This is John St. John, by the way.
To accomplish this, we have all sacrificed
This is the voice of Duke Nukem.
lives. There was one who had to betray someone they loved. There was another who was unable to watch their children grow.
It's very hard to hear,
It is vital that you
but
understand the importance of our mission.
I've played
The mother of
what's
the
it
girl
called?
inside you
Half-Life
chose
Blue
to live
Shift.
as a Blade Master.
In the Half-Life expansion
She made
packs,
this
Half-Life
noble
Blue Shift and Opposing
sacrifice
Force,
to maintain world order.
they only got one actor, and it was
The
John
reason
St.
people
John.
feel pain
So
and
he
sorrow
plays
is
all of the
because they
characters in
have
that.
soul.
So this is
Having
closer to
emotions
his
means
normal
you're
voice.
alive. It is because I believe you have a soul that I must ask you this. Will you devote yourself to save the human race. Well then, my lord, defeat Geist's henchman, the Hake known as Don Regalia. Drugs, pollution, food shortages.
We do not have to worry about
He's
this.
even tainted religion. His lurid cruelty is wreaking havoc on the people of Europe. First, of course, you must find the MP who was once close to the Don. His name is Samuel Smith. He was betrayed by his wife and confined to England. He should know the exact location.
So I think this might have been the original
Your ability to brainjack will be useful. Use it wisely.
leader of the European
I have
Union.
a very unique ability to open all
Also,
electronic
extra
locks.
lore. Like this guy, like
Use me whenever you must.
he's married
I
to
will be
Margaret,
ready.
but Margaret was seeing Devin, the guy we're playing as right now. So was this guy like? This guy was being cheated on. I guess. Also, this guy's name is Tyrus in this game. In the English version. His name is Bladelaire or something like that. That's the most American way of pronouncing it. It's French. It's also a type of knife, I think. Not England! I don't have to go back there, so don't worry. So, yeah, his name is like Bladelaire or something like that. And again, it was just kind of lost on the localizers, so they called him Tyrus? Which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that seems a little bit, like, racially motivated. There we go, rank 6. We don't actually have to worry about our brainjack rank anymore because this is the last character we can get. So he's gonna carry us for a couple more levels. Okay. I did not mean to do that. Okay, guess what? You ready for a minecart level? This really is Donkey Kong. And boom. A jump scare. Watch out for the jump scare. I missed one of these. What should I name my child in Stardew Valley? Burger King. Don't name your child Burger King. Tyrus. Name him Tyrus. Oh, I need to pause real quick. I gotta plug in my phone. Okay. Name your child Tyrus. Okay, these guys. It's the Spider-Man unit, I'm gonna call them. They throw grenades, a ton of grenades at you. So Tyrus has a lock-on ability where he uses a thunder or lightning strike, and it just hits them without having to actually worry about aiming. But these guys, the grenadiers? Grenadiers? I don't know how to pronounce it. I am... my American is showing. Ooh, ouch. So the grenades do a ton of damage. I lost most of my health from that one dude. Burger Tyrus? Yes. No, please, please. Fire. Again with the fire, but this one is a full health, and I'll be good. Yeah. Okay. It's weird that they keep telling us we must defeat all enemies. Like, I've been playing this game for 2 hours now. I know how this works. Let me just grab this orb. Let me just grab the orb. Okay. There we go. This guy is Pikachu. That's true. Tyrus is indeed Pikachu. This is his fourth form. The Mega evolution. Okay. This is the only time this game mechanic is used in this game. Right here. You must activate a switch. This is the only level that tells you you have to do that. Again, we've been doing that since the very beginning of the game. So on my first playthrough of this game, I didn't know that Tyrus is at the right at the start of the level. So I played this whole thing as Devin. And let me tell you, this level is pain as Devin. Like, it's already a pretty tedious and annoying level, even as a character as good as Tyrus. Devin is not a great character, and especially in this level, he's not. So I played through this whole thing, not knowing I could have done it as Tyrus a lot easier. Let me just save again. And boom! Done. Guy. Oh, the orb disappeared. I don't know how long it takes for the orbs to disappear, but they disappeared very quick. Almost done. We're almost there. Oh, this is the worst section of this entire level. Let me get up, please. Get up, Tyrus. Okay. Just ignore this guy for right now. Okay. So the worst part of this level is right here. We have to move this minecart, right? So we have to first move it, but that clearing is too small to jump over, to be on. So we have to wait for this. And this guy's just gonna keep attacking us. The worst part of his attacks is that the grenades bounce you around. So you get bounced off of this platform and you're gonna die. I mean, not die, you just have to wait for the whole thing to come back. It's so irritating. Luckily I did it on my first try, but I've gotten stuck here before. Just trying to do it over and over again. No! Okay, these three guys over here. Oh, can I kill them? No, I can't. Yeah, that's satisfying. And we're done with this level.
Blade Master Devon. He's the one who is forced to fight the one he truly loves. Blade Master Elise. She's the one who keeps fighting to protect the people she loves. The Blade Masters, they fight against their desires, carrying...
Also, he mentioned, Kay's mother.
Must have fought for something she believed in too.
And it's not told in this game, I mean, in the English version. But the wiki says this. And apparently, Blade Master Tyrus is Kay's uncle. Doesn't say that in the game. He's her mother's half brother. So he's Kay's uncle in it. Doesn't say anything about that, and it doesn't do anything about that either.
I'm doing the right thing as a human being, aren't I? By helping the Blade Masters defeat Geist.
Oh, whoops.
I appreciate it. Thanks for understanding. After all this time, I've come to realize
I keep accidentally hitting my mic. Did not mean to.
Everyone's doing what they can to save this world. I want to do my part to save it too. I cherish this wonderful world.
Music is incredible, by the way. I really like this track. Okay, here we go. Finally. We've done all of this. You don't actually have to do all of this. I did a lot more levels than you really have to. But I did it because it'll make the next part of the game easier. We might be stuck with like, if we didn't do those levels, we'd be stuck with Hake Shaja right now. And that would be a very difficult game. This game would be very difficult from this point on. Smack that mic. Okay. So, this level is short enough, but it is very difficult. Where's the power up? There we go, good. There's a power up there that's like hidden, you can't see it. And at this part you have like a barrage of enemies. This is the only, I think this is the only other time you see these staff people in the rest of the game after the plane. Okay, now we have more, but I think they all jump at once. Let's grab this orb. Okay. I also have to say, I think it's really cool that they really did, like, even though it's first person, they did their best to show that each character are very different. So one of the big things is that each character has a different height. All of them are different. As what do I say? They're all like different. Some are taller than others. And it just depends on the character you're playing. And I think that's really cool that they did that. And I'm gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up and die. Please. No, Spider-Man, please. Please. No more grenades. No more grenades. You're done. You're done. You're grounded. There we go. Whew. Finally. That's the first section of this level down. I'm gonna risk it again and grab that health item, because I'll need it for this next part. This is a very difficult level, especially on this path. On the other ones, especially like the 100% one, it's a lot easier, but I jumped off the wrong place. I'm loading the save. I jumped off the wrong side. There we go. Looks like it. Yeah, it does. What's it called? Sonic Unleashed, I think. I think it's the one with the werewolf. That's what this level looks like. Okay, so I gotta dodge all of these robots. Get out of the way, and then this Spider-Man unit. So we're just gonna ignore him completely. Grab his health, and bye bye, bye bye. Okay. The Sonic guy. And it's also funny because Atlus is owned by Sega nowadays. They weren't at this point. Yeah, I think it's Sonic Unleashed. Oh, actually, the Dreamcast is by Sega, and this is a Dreamcast exclusive. So I guess that's where the connection is. You have to wait forever for an opening. I'm just going to speed up the game. Yeah, there we go. Thank the developers for, the emulator developers for putting in a save states and speed up. I would not have beaten this game without the save states and speed up feature. This is the last room of this level. Come on, let me in. Okay. Let me in, please. Let me in, please. Let me in, please. Okay, I walked right in front of this. There we go. I can use my lightning ability, but the thing is, it's not really going to work for these guys. I don't really have the health to... I don't know how to... I don't run a risk. Come on. There we go. There we go, we did it. Ooh. Second worst level in the game, done.
What took you so long?
How is Kay? Is she all right?
Cole?
Oh, good. She hasn't been fused yet.
We need to get some important information from the oilman Yusuf. It's about Geist. Now go to Arabia and get it!
Kitty, what are you talking about? You can't do that! We gotta return Kay's psi to her body soon! Or her psi will fuse and Kay will die. Dr. Guinness can return Kay to her own
So
body.
this is the big path,
Guys,
what's it called?
Let's go see Dr. Guinness
Branch
right now.
for this game. Okay. So we're going to say no to saving the world, and we're going to go save Kay.
No, you must defeat Geist. Please, use my power to save the world. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
No way! You can't be serious!
Geist's plan has been in motion for a while now. We have no time to waste. You'll have plenty of time to see Dr. Guinness after you defeat Geist. You and only you can save the world from this impending crisis. I hate doing this, but I have a favor to ask you. Defeat Geist.
Okay, and now we are going to say no. We are not going to defeat Geist. We're going to go save Kay.
Are you choosing one girl over the entire world?
Yeah, that's great! Let's go see Dr. Guinness.
Are you saving...
I got the tickets to South
Are you
America.
choosing this one girl over the entire human race? Yeah, that's great!
This is ridiculous. You're acting like a stupid human.
Apparently she can, like, fight you if you do that. I've never had her do that, unless the evil route. I've had her fight me. Okay. We are now going to Brazil. This is the worst level in the entire game. I hate this one so much. This is the worst. Even the music sounds like a mess. Like, this is the worst track in the whole game. Okay. So I think the tactic, I'm gonna just try running. We don't need a brain jack anymore. We don't need to kill these guys. We don't need the XP. We're just running. Trying our best to avoid everything. This guy's kind of in the way, though. I fell down. Come on, come on. Ignore that guy. Oh! He jumped in the way! No, please, please. Okay. This is a speed run. This is the real speed run moment. Ignore the grenade. Ignore this guy. Just jump through here, then here. Oh! Oh, they cut you off! I didn't know that, because usually I just kill those. This is the first time I'm just running past all the enemies. Okay, I'm gonna save here. And the bridge guy. This guy loves to knock you off the bridge. There we go. Oh, perfect. That wasn't bad. Okay, these guys. These are like traps. So what they do is they spew fire at you. Oh! Oh wow, I got all of them at once. I've never done that before. Brazil mentioned. You're going to Brazil. We are in Brazil. Okay. Classic Brazil. Giant labyrinths. Oh no, please. Please don't kill me. I'm so far. Is this the end? Yeah, okay. Just gonna save real quick. Okay, and we did it. That was a really short... I think that was my fastest time on that one. I don't know how long it took, but probably less than 10 minutes.
Negotiations between the U.S. and China have just broken down. The U.S. is expected to take up some kind of sanctions against China, which has been trying to monopolize oil resources. Since the assassination attempt of the president, both the U.S. and China have shown no willingness to compromise.
So on one of the paths, you go to the White House and you fight the president.
From the White House. Until next time.
And he's like robot president.
It's probably just a bluff, but they're sending the 7th Fleet to Japan. Public opinion says they support the president. I don't know.
I hope the press doesn't stir up the public anymore.
Even if they drop the bomb, we'll be safe here, underground.
That's not funny. The Middle Eastern states are in a crisis because of all the oil problems. Europe is still in a chaotic state, and you can expect some fireworks between the U.S. and China. Just as Mr.
The subtitles are off.
The world is falling apart piece by piece. Who's behind all this mess? Whose fault is it?
This is not the time to blame someone. But I hope those who are at fault will get their just punishment.
It's just too much to take.
Well, don't worry too much, Anne. Anyway, have you heard from Ko yet?
Excuse me.
I received an email, but he didn't say what kind of data he wanted us to send.
What an idiot.
Oil? Yeah.
Excited. He's a boy after all.
It doesn't matter. He's just a young
I'm gonna set line mean.
Well, he's not worth arguing
He's
with.
probably just excited. He's a... Oh!
life depends on
I accidentally hit the speed up button. Okay, get ready, because this is also a very long cutscene. This also changes right here, depending on what character you bring, which is really cool. So since we're playing as Tyrus, he's the one here.
The stars are so beautiful.
That's because they haven't yet been tainted by human hands. That's why they give us such beautiful light. The side dimension is a realm beyond a mortal's comprehension. They should have left it alone. How wrong it is to create a being with the power of a god.
How's Kay doing?
She's getting very weak. That's why I told them to stop the project. But they...
We can talk about it later. Right now we need to save Kay.
I don't know how to bring a fused Psi back to its own body.
What? You don't?
Well, let me see. There must be a way. There is the reverse brain jack.
He came to that conclusion very quickly.
Kay is weakening inside Maken's brain. With a reverse brain jack, we might still save her Psi. But we must move both Kay's and Maken's Psi to Kay's body.
Boyo.
But...
like Kirby?
Maken will then be absorbed by Kay's Psi.
So it's the opposite. Instead of...
In other words, it's either Kay or Maken?
Listen, Maken. You have life and death, just like a human.
Boyo.
If
yeah.
you die,
I agree, that's facts.
You can save neither Chief Sagami nor humankind. Maken, will you choose death in order to save Kay?
We have to say yes for this path.
I see.
Maken, you're so brave.
Quickly, tell the people at the lab to send us Kay's body.
I will.
But guess what? But look at this, look at this. Pay very close attention. It actually goes by really fast. There, it was like a second. They put on the the evil masks. They stole her body.
Is Kay's body here yet?
Don't bother me now. I can't concentrate.
Look, something's blinking.
Hey, don't touch that. You.
Secretary General Young?
You're the head of China? What do you want with us?
Maken, you were foolish to disobey me. I'm superior to any god.
Could it be? Is that Geist?
Yep.
A mere replica tries to destroy me. Don't fool yourself. I will not forgive anyone who disobeys a god's will.
He's not disobeying a god. He just wants to save Kay. Please, just leave us alone.
The way that line was delivered.
That is not your place. Listen, kid. Bring Maken to Shikin Castle. If you don't, I won't guarantee the girl's life.
Kay! Why does he have Kay?
Geist must be scared, possibly for the first time ever. It's no surprise that Geist wants to eliminate its natural enemy. That's why I told them to stop this project.
I'll go to Shikin Castle. I'll defeat Geist and bring Kay back.
Don't be ridiculous. This is just another trap.
Maken, let's go save Kay. Come on, just brainjack me.
A heroic decision for a man to make.
Blade Master Kitty.
Here's the plan. We'll be in charge of distractions. Wait for your chance to sneak into Shikin Castle and rescue her.
But you're saying he has to defeat Geist, aren't you? What good timing you have. I have no idea what this Blade Master is doing.
Also really weird. How did she get all the way
Okay,
from
Blade Master Kitty.
Spain to Brazil?
Let's go.
Hey, wait! Don't rush yourself. Kay's Sai might be fused by
We had the plane tickets.
By
I have no
time
clue how she
you
got here.
Finally get to China.
No, then there's no point in going.
But I have an idea. I'll make it so you can reverse a brain jack yourself. By changing Maken's program. If Maken chooses to leave a body, that Sai will automatically return to its original body. If you find Kay, reverse the brain jack as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Come here. I'll change the system.
Instant transmission technique. We did it. Here it is, the finale, the last level of the game. So, Dr. Guinness can die, and I have no clue how that happens. So, status, we are currently co. He's actually not bad. He's okay, but he's not a bad character. He's better than Go Inaba, so that's definitely a thing. Here we go. Last level. So on the other paths, this level is actually kind of long. Because we're playing as Ko, it's a lot shorter. So it's really only like this small stretch. You have a lot more to do if you play as, on the other paths. But I guess because Ko's not a very good character, you don't have to. In fact, on the other paths, you actually play as the President of the United States. And he is the second best character in the entire game. He has the second highest stats, besides one character that we'll see in this level. We'll get to play as them, the most powerful character of the entire game. They're exclusive to this level though, so that's why. Oh, he has no special though. Okay, this is the difficult part. Okay, this part, anyone with like issues with motion sickness, this part definitely might get you a little dizzy. Like this background. Okay, let me heal. And then now this is kind of like a gauntlet of enemies. So this is the part where we gotta be careful. Looks like Zen from Half-Life? Oh yeah, it kind of does. If only he was a little faster. At least his attacks. I wish his attacks were a little faster. The thing about first-person combat, like melee combat, is that it can be very difficult to tell how far away from an enemy you are. He sounds like a dying, like, goat, like, ah! Here we go. These guys are also really difficult. Can I please just get some health, game? Please just give me some health? Oh my. Don't tell me I'm gonna die. Oh, jeez. I think I'm gonna die. Oh, I just gotta get to that platform over there. I'm going away from the platform. No, take me to that one. I'm in the ground. There we go. Find first-person melee combat to be easier? Huh. That's also probably why they didn't turn up the field of view or zoom out the camera, because it can be kind of difficult to tell how far away you are from an enemy. That's the only issue. So if you skip the Shaja fight in the beginning of the game, you don't have to fight these two guys. So this section is much easier. It's actually just it doesn't affect any other part of the game except for that. I'm about to die. Just, I'm not redoing this whole level. So I am surprised. That was my first death of this run. Okay, one more guy. Oh, please don't tell me I'm gonna die. It's just these guys are the hardest enemies in this whole game for some reason. Because you get no practice with them. This is the only time you have to fight them. There we go. I'm done. Finally. This is the final boss now. Just gonna save. Grab this health. And now on to Geist. I like the skybox with this area a lot. Yeah, it does look nice. It's just it can cause a headache. Like I got really badly motion sick the first time I played this game and I got to this section. So this cutscene only happens on this path. It's entirely unique for this one.
I can see your strength is equal to mine. You've been doing well so far, considering you're a replica. But it's over now.
Ooh, man, power, friendship, we did it. And now...
Thank you. Please, defeat him.
Will
End
do.
this fight.
Here we go. Last boss.
Why can't you simply die? Why must you disobey me? Those without a god's power cannot control the world. Who else but I can control the minds of people? And finally end the history of human wars. You can't answer me, Maken. You are no challenge for me.
Okay, here we go. Come on, give me the controls. Just gonna save the game. So, this is, I guess in the end, we really were the Maken X. Maybe Maken X were the friends I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the strongest character in the whole game. Awakened K. I don't know how he's hitting me. There we go. And we beat the game. Thanks guys for watching. This was great. Tekken. I was joking, by the way. That was only phase 1. Okay, I'm just gonna save. This is the hard part. So these orbs here, we gotta deflect them. It's very difficult to do as K. We have to conserve as much health as possible because this next part is gonna be pretty difficult. And there we go. Come on. There we go. One more. You think I would have gotten better at this after doing all the other ones? There we go. Let me just, I'm gonna save to a third one. Just in case I need to go back. This dude looks like Padme with a haircut. Come on. Come on, guys. There we go. So this isn't that hard, mostly because I've done this way too many times. Okay, and then when it flashes red, I can fight. Hit me again. Okay. I'm not used to this because she is a lot slower than the other characters he has. Brings it to a boss you'd see in Metroid Prime. Yeah, I guess. So this was a few years before Metroid Prime. I'm gonna save one more time. This time to slot 4. I gotta make a bunch of backup saves in case I accidentally get myself stuck. Ouch. Okay. Come on, come on. Roll. There we go. And then... now. Yep. There we go. We did it. 2 hours and 40 minutes. So that is not a good run at all. I think the world record is an hour and 40 minutes is the record. So yeah, good thing I didn't submit this because this was a pretty bad one. Also, not my best time. Usually it's about 2 hours, 10 minutes, I think is my best. Oh, also I took a break for a second. I'm not sure how long that break was. And this is the first time I've actually beaten the game in one sitting. I've only beaten it like I think 2 sittings, so this is the first time I've ever done it in one continuous one.
Kay.
Why is this happening? Why is it breaking apart? I'm finally back in my own body, though.
Maken gave up its life to save you. So, there's no way it can be saved.
Why? You did it just for me? Thank you. I will never forget you. Never. I promise.
And yeah, that's it. That is one path of Maken X. Like I said, this game is very short. I don't really know what else to say. That was Maken X. You know what? I think I have to say this is one of my favorite games like ever. Maybe it's definitely up there. Even though it has a lot of issues, I think it could have been a lot better. And I would love to see a remaster, even though that is, you know, probably never going to happen. I would love to see a remaster. Yeah, okay. Dabs in the chat. No way to skip the credits. I'm just gonna... I don't know what happened there in the... Okay, it's just gonna... I'm fast forwarding right now, but you can't really see it. It's like, it looks really weird in the stream. Don't worry about it. This is actually the old Atlus logo. And end. Fiend. Okay, back to the main menu.
Maken.
Okay, I'm just gonna close that. Very strange but unique entry for Atlus, definitely from a time when they were more experimental with Megaten adjacent stuff. Yeah, they've been, I think they've been playing it very safe recently. I mean, we finally got a new SMT game with SMT5, but it's mostly just been Persona. Yeah, even though, you know, I think they've finally gotten mainstream success with Persona 5, which is nice. I'm happy for them. But I would love to see more games like this. This was very out there. What else? Like, what's the one, like, surgery game they made? I can't remember what it was called. I don't know if that it was Atlus. Trauma Center, I think. I'm not entirely sure what that game is, but I like to see, like, that experimenting and, like, the difference. But they haven't really done anything else, and especially because, like, Atlus is known for RPGs, and most of the people on this team did not work on like a hack and slash or first person game at all. So it is really impressive to see from people who have never made any of that. Surgery game is Trauma Center and it's Atlus. Okay. It's really impressive to see that, I don't know, like it's impressive to see how far they got with this game. And there's a lot of missteps, especially as someone who's beaten all of the paths of this game. But this is probably the most, like, standard ending. It seems like the most, like, going into the game, it seems like, I guess, like, the most reasonable ending that you would get in this game. But otherwise, yeah, I think this is a great game. I think it's definitely up there with my favorites. Just because it's so unique. I think that's the big thing about this game, is that even though it shares a lot of the DNA with a lot of the main SMT and, like, other Megaten games, I think this is just so unique, and I don't think we're ever going to get a game like this ever again. As pessimistic as that sounds. The Rado games were another hack and slash games done by them, and I wonder if this game helped with their development at all. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely interesting to think of, and I hope this game gets more, like, remembered. And I'm gonna be making a video about this one eventually. I just have to write it and everything. Maybe less hack and slash and more action RPG, but still, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be making a video about this eventually. I had to script it and everything, but as soon as I do, you know, it should be good. It should be out there. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I am going to sleep. It's been a while since I've done a stream this long. More streams incoming, I think. I'd like to do more streams, but for now, that's it. So thanks everyone for coming, especially if you stayed for the whole time. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone.